a fly ball into right, foul territory. Aguilar, yes! And this one is over. And the Brewers take Game 6.
What's up, guys? Jacob Ober here. The Brewers tonight force a Game 7 in this National League Championship Series with a 7-2 victory over the Los Angeles Dodgers. Absolutely massive win, obviously. I mean, it was a must-win game. If they lost, they would have been eliminated, and the Dodgers would have been moving on to the World Series. But the Brewers turn in a spectacular offensive performance combined with a once-again stellar bullpen outing and topped the Dodgers 7-2. Got a big 4-run first inning after the Dodgers struck first on a leadoff David Freese home run. And that guy had both RBIs for the Dodgers in this game. Obviously a big Brewers killer. I can't imagine that he wouldn't be in the lineup tomorrow, given how big the game is. But the Brewers are able to force a Game 7, and tomorrow, without a doubt, will be the biggest game in Miller Park history. And, I mean, it's going to be quite a game. I mean, the Brewers are going to have Jhoulys Chacin, their best pitcher, on the mound. They're going to have Josh Hader available for probably at least three innings tomorrow. He didn't have to pitch today, so that's huge for this team. And, I mean, the way that this team has just been able to fight their way back and claw their way back into things like this. I mean, we've seen them with their backs against the wall so many times this year, and today was another one of those scenarios, the ultimate back against the wall scenario, down 3-2 in the series, needing a win to force a Game 7, and they do that, and they get to a Game 7, and you might as well flip a coin in a Game 7. I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen. Walker Buehler, though, will be starting for the Dodgers. He has been kind of shaky at times in the postseason thus far. He's a younger pitcher. He's only 24 years old, so Jhoulys Chacin has more of the experience factor, I'd say, in that matchup. But, I mean, just throw everything out the window at that point. I mean, this is one game. I mean, this is one game to decide who goes to the World Series. You just throw everything out. I mean, throw everything you know about both of these teams out. It's a toss-up to me. It really is. I will say, though, I mean, you get Hader in the game when the Brewers if the Brewers have I'd say a 2-run lead. If the Brewers have a 2-run lead and they get Hader in the game in the final 3 innings, I think the Brewers are going to have a spectacular chance at getting into the World Series. But that's the scenario you want. You want to get Hader in the game by the 7th inning to have him close out the final 3 innings. If you can get to that point, then I really like Milwaukee's odds. And they got to be able to attack early. They got to be able to get runs early offensively. They have to do exactly what they did tonight. And if they don't get out to that early lead, then they're going to have to fight their way back into the game without the ability to use Hader in a situation in which you lead. And you want to get that lead late. That is the key. That was the key tonight, and that's going to be the key tomorrow. And I have pretty good faith in this team and in Jhoulys Chacin, the way he's pitched for this team thus far. I have a lot of faith, and the Brewers are going to have that home crowd behind them. They're going to be so loud tomorrow night. I can't even imagine what it'd be like to go to that game. But I mean, it's going to be one wild atmosphere, one wild game, and believe it or not, I think it might be one of the biggest games I've ever seen in my Wisconsin sports life. If not the biggest game. I think probably the Super Bowl in 2010 surpasses it, and the NFC title game is probably pretty close too. But I mean, it's really like, I mean, it's really up there. It's definitely in the top 3 to 5 for sure. And if they win, man, can you imagine the scene at Miller Park? Oh my goodness! And just watching this team all year long, the ups and the downs, sticking by them, and having it get to this point with a chance to go to the World Series with one game to decide it all. That's just phenomenal. I love it. I love that feeling. I love the feeling of being able to experience something like this. And it's been a long time for us Milwaukee fans. Obviously, we had 2011, and before that, 2008, and then even before that, it took about 28 years or so before that. So, I mean, it really has. We really have not experienced a lot of postseason baseball in Milwaukee as of late, and to see this team go as far as they have thus far this year, just phenomenal. And they're a win away from the World Series, so anything is possible, you guys. The 22nd highest payroll in baseball can beat the highest payroll in baseball, and they're proving that right now. So, anyways, guys, so that's all I really have to say tonight about the game. Obviously, I will have my full reactions to the game tomorrow night. I will be very, very into that, probably on Twitter and everything, and I'll have my reactions after it, win or lose. So you be sure to check that out after the game tomorrow. But until then, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and go Brewers. Game 7 tomorrow night. Let's get it.